another Studio Flow interview. Who do we got rocking with us today?
It's Dame Daniels, man. Straight out of Atlanta, Georgia. You already know what it is, man.
Dame Daniels from Atlanta, man. Welcome.
Yeah, what's happening?
Man, what brought you over from Atlanta?
Man, it's a long story. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think I would ever wind up in Arizona, but my wife, she ended up becoming a social worker. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up taking some work out here in Arizona. So basically, in a nutshell, I just decided, I'm just gonna pick up where I left off in Atlanta. Just take over, man.
And how's Arizona been? Has it been welcoming?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's been amazing, man. Big shout out to everybody, man. Studio Flow. First and foremost for even having me. You know what I'm saying? Respect the Underground. Those guys.
RTU.
Phenomenal, man. Shout out RTU, Justice, John Blaze, man, Bag of Tricks, Cat. You know what I'm saying? All them guys, man. Jason, man. What's up to everybody out there, man?
You was just out at the Arizona Hip Hop Festival.
I sure did. You know what I'm saying? We turned up. You know what I'm saying? It was my first festival that I ever did. You know what I'm saying? We went out there, man, and we just did our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a great time, man.
Yeah, man. I remember meeting you out there. That was cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. Likewise.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me, man, how'd you get involved in hip hop?
Man, where do I start, man? It started back in, I'm originally from California. I was born in Northern California originally, Salinas, California, Monterey County to be exact. About when I was about 12 years old. This is some light years ago, man. But back when I was about 12 years old, there was a song that came out by the Wu-Tang Clan called Triumph. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because I remember like it was yesterday, man. You had Inspector Deck hit him with that. I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and high prophecies can't define if I'll be dropping these mockeries. I was like blown away by that shit. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? And then I was just like, ever since then I always tried to, dibble and dabble with it. You know what I'm saying? And then, and then I ended up at the same time I was on the street shit. You know what I'm saying? I ended up catching the case. I caught my first felony when I was about 15. You know what I'm saying? I fought that, beat that. And then after I beat that, I ended up saying, you know what? I gotta do something. I gotta get the hell out of California. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta get far, far away. And one of the only cities that I can really possibly think of was Atlanta, Georgia. And I ended up packing up and leaving when I was still a teenager by myself. Ended up raising myself. I only knew one person who happened to be my wife's cousin, and he was the person who kind of took me under his wing, taught me the basics I needed to know in doing music. I didn't know how to do music, or write music, should I say, till I was about maybe 21. You know what I'm saying? Like write lyrics and all that stuff. Didn't really know how to record music, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just sporadically just moved from California, Northern Cali to Atlanta, Georgia, within like still a teenager, just like, man, I gotta get off the street shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? So.
Yep, like that'd be a lesson to the young kids, man. Like that life's not really the business.
Right, it's not, man. It's not, cause realistically, man, 95% of my homeboys in California are either dead or in jail, man. So, everybody out there seeing this, listening to this, man, you guys gotta really just think twice when it comes down to decision making, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Really, really take heed on that.
Oh yeah.
So out in Atlanta, Georgia, Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I'm saying? Inspector Deck dropping that fire on Triumph.
Yeah.
What other hip hop influences that have helped shape you and bring you to this point?
A lot of South artists, man. T.I.'s one of them. When he did I'm Serious, that was a classic. Trap music, that was a classic. It really just molded the sound on what direction I wanted to go artistically. You know what I'm saying? Tech N9ne, that's another one. He's one of my top 5 right now. Zero out of Houston, Texas. That guy right there, man. He's a lot of his records that he got is kind of like real uplifting type records. Something that the direction that I'm going in as well. You know what I'm saying? Ritz, that's another one. Reason being is because for one, he's from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're a white boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Hispanic, you know what I mean? We both rap fast, so I'm just like, shit, might as well. You know what I'm saying? But he got some really good dope shit, man. And that's somebody that, he's a big influence on me. Is Rich. So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
that's
man.
what's up. That's what's up. So cool, man. So like, you know, when you came out here, you know what I'm saying, after you left Atlanta, with the wifey.
Yeah.
Like, you know, was it hard getting into the hip hop scene? Like, was it like what was that like?
Well, it was when I came to Arizona, man. It was crazy because I didn't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it was you know, the only person that I can really say that I knew that was from Arizona that was like a native was a producer by the name of Mex Manny. And those who don't know who Mex Manny is, he's actually a producer from Glendale. He ended up producing some records for Rihanna. He did the love song record for Rihanna and Future. I believe it went triple platinum. He did the Wale, the Bad remix. I believe that went gold. He was based. I actually met him in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I met him through Cartel when Cartel MGM, who was Rocka Flocka's artist. Me and him, we did a song together, and he kind of plugged me and him together. Whatever. We cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he's always hitting me on some like, you know, hey bro, check this out. I got this record with so and so. I'm you know, what do you think? You know what I mean? Like, we still talk and we still can communicate and network to this day. So, you know, but other than that, man, that was the only person that I knew. You know what I'm saying? But probably till like I want to say March of this year, that's when I ended up linking up with Respect the Underground, and they ended up you know, booking me for a couple gigs and shit. So I was just like, man, run it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my first time ever rocking Phoenix. Hell yeah, let's run it. You know, but ever since then, man, you know, Respect the Underground, they've been a real key to a lot of like my shows in Arizona. Justice and Jason, they both been phenomenal, and the whole staff, man, they've really been phenomenal as far as reaching out and you know, just you know, just getting me the shows, man. You know, that's really what it is.
Yeah, man, we get a lot of artists, you know, in here, just of all different levels.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
From beginner to you know, advanced.
Right.
Somebody that's been in the game. You've been in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had the luxury of being able to chop it up a little bit before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Here's some great stories. You know
Oh yeah.
Some things that you're working on.
Right.
What would you say is like attributed to your success and being able to forge the path that you forged?
It's just really drive, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motivation, drive. You know, just surrounding yourself around people that's doing positive things. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just in who you know too. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I mean? To really survive in the game. You know what I mean? You know, I can go on and some of the people I know. You know what I mean? I've even had an NFL player manage me before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but like I said, it's just, you know, in order for me to maintain, you know, like my reputation as an underground artist and me just being like the do-it-yourself kind of person, you know what I'm saying? I just have to kind of constantly grind and constantly network and just reach out to people and just constantly talk to them, you know what I'm saying, to get anywhere with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What would you say drives you?
Man, my kids, man. You know, my son, you know, my son Will, my kids, Mike and Malachi, my stepdaughter. You know, all of them drive me, man. You know what I'm saying? And the family, of course, first and foremost. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely family, man.
Oh, yeah.
Still making, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about your wife, opening up, talking about your kids, family, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Cool, man. Cool. So what's the end goal? What do you see yourself 5 years? What are you trying to accomplish?
Build a legacy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know what it feels like to be on the radio. I know what it feels like to be on billboards. I know what it feels like to you know, as an independent, you know, to do shows in various different states. You know what I'm saying? It's just really just taking it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Building a legacy. You know, getting that respect from fellow peers and other artists. You know what I'm saying? Producers, promoters, you name it. You know what I mean? Executives. You know, that's really what I'm gunning for as of right now. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say has been like your biggest challenge when it comes to this game?
Biggest challenge? That's the style of music that I make. And what I mean by that is that, you know, when you listen to artists in the A, you know, they typical like sing rap. You know what I'm saying? And Atlanta's really known for like the trends. trend setting. You had this back then. You had snap music, you had crunk music,
Right.
all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's not really too many people in the city that I come from that is really doing something outside the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? There's very few, but not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be one of those artists that, you know, hey, he's Latino, he's country as shit, but at the same time, it's like this dude can rap, yo, holy cow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but yeah, other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm gunning for as a legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Good. We was like I was telling you before, we was listening to some of your tracks.
Yeah.
Prior.
Yeah.
Definitely cool sound.
I appreciate it.
Definitely cool
Yeah,
sound.
appreciate it.
What producers are you mainly working with?
I'm working with a lot of up and comers. You know, Max Manny's one of them. Who do I got, man? I had a record with Princess from Crime Mob. That was produced by the same dude who did a lot of records for Kevin Gates. Who else, man? There's a lot of them, man. I've a lot of up and comers, man. My first single, What Y'all Wanted, that was produced by Derek G. I believe he's out of North Carolina. And then I actually been working with a producer out of South Carolina. His name is Mossberg, Montana. You know what I'm saying? And we actually have a couple records together. You know what I'm saying? And we're getting together this the new EP, the Who the Fuck is Dame Daniels EP. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck is Dame Daniels? Tell us about that.
Basically, it's a project that I'm working on as of right now. We're currently in production. We've been kind of shopping around for beats and stuff. We're looking for major distribution as of right now. This is kind of like my baby right here, you know what I'm saying? You know, my last project did fairly well, which was called Atlantafornia. We've streamed the first two singles, I want to say combined like 1 million times.
Hey,
Yeah, so yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, so I look at it as an independent success, you know what I'm saying? One of the singles ended up getting on the Urban Radio Billboard charts, you know what I'm saying, for FM. You know what I'm saying? This is back in 2016, the record I got with Princess, matter of fact. And yeah, man, we're just trying to just outdo ourselves for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
And that's always progress up, man.
Right,
Progress
that's
forward,
it.
man. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Yep.
right. As an independent artist,
Yeah.
anytime you're talking M's
Yeah.
on streams,
Right.
you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're
Yep.
doing something right. So definitely congratulations.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
So we got Who the Fuck is Dame Daniels coming out. What, we got a release date?
Nah, man, we right now it's coming soon, man.
Coming soon.
Yeah, man.
Coming soon.
But yeah, we do have a couple other projects on the way. Matter of fact, I actually got a dual EP project with the homie Casper Capone, Guap City, out of Modesto, California. You know what I'm saying? We got a project coming out called Homeboys and Trap Stars. You know what I'm saying? I actually had copies. I actually ran out when I ran into you at the festival, man. But yeah, we had hard copies on deck. We was giving them out at the festival and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be out everywhere. I want to say. I talked to my manager today. He told me it was gonna be about I think next month.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have something out by next month.
Next month, definitely.
Yeah.
Where can we find that?
All stream sites, man. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. You know what I mean? Just Google Dame Daniels and you know Homeboys Trap Stores, whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna
music, it's
gonna be there. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So when you talk about, you know what I'm saying, like you said, the biggest struggle is like, you know, your style, your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would you say your lane is? What would you say your style is?
It's kind of like my wife. She always says, "You a chopper. You a chopper rapper." I'm like, nah. You know, I like to do the fast shit too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you know, I like to kind of switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I'll hit them with the slow flow. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like I'm out to get this fatty, cock it back or hold it steady. Y'all ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah.
And then I hit him with the brrr, you know what I'm saying? Like the rapid fire flow. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's basically been the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like in especially when I be putting out records out in Atlanta, they're not used to the chopper flow. You know what I'm saying? They're used to the rich homie Quan, the auto-tune rap. You know what I'm saying? They're used to all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come in and just break that barrier. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with the album title of Atlantafornia,
Yeah.
I love that title.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I love that. But I I mean, because that just says it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That just says it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're blending it.
Right.
And I think that's good because it's gonna be a new sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it cuts through. And you kind of started to give us a little bit. Do you got a few bars that you wanna throw down for us right quick?
All right, let me see if I got it, man. All right, check it. I'm out to get this Fetty, cock it back or hold it steady. Y'all ain't ready, blow your brains. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, you might want to cut that. Nah, I can't think of nothing right now, man.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Because we got Fuck Dame Daniels coming out soon.
Yeah.
Going to be on all mediums available.
Yeah.
What would you say is one thing that you want your fans, people that don't know you, people that do know you, what do you want them to know about you?
Yo, I'm just a genuine person, you know what I'm saying? You know, I've you know, before this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? I was just a hopeless individual that, you know, just wanted a way out. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you either respect the hustle or you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. And, you know, for the record, you know, I put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for this, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I've had a lot of letdowns. I've had a lot of disappointments. I've had a lot of, you know, everything, you know, anything you can possibly think of, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that, you know, like I've learned to accept and, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I just got to keep pushing forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Right.
You know, no matter how tough it gets, and there's gonna be a million times I just be like, man, fuck this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is too much, man. Like, but at the same time, it's like, you know, this is therapy. Music is the therapy. You know, music is, you know, really got me personally through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely, man. That's good. Music is that.
Right.
It's therapy.
Right.
Therapy. What do you think currently of the state of hip hop right now? Like with these new artists and everything, like on a big scale. What do you think of the state of hip hop right now?
The way I see it, man, is that if that's your cup of tea, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. You know, when our generation was at, like the Tupacs and the Snoops and the Dre's and all that, like the generation before us was like, man, what the heck is y'all listening to, man? This ain't rap, this and that. My mom used to do that to me all day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, other than that, man, you know, there's a lot of new artists that I really dig. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists that, you know, I listen to that, you know, people out here really never heard of. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like Hood Rich Palawan, that's a dude out of Atlanta that I'm really digging. These Gucci's artists, you know, Young Scooter, you know, a lot of Ritz, like, of course, Zero, you know, a lot of these guys. But you also have like the Little Pumps and the 6ix9ines and the Trippie Reds and stuff. Like, if that's their cup of tea, that's their cup of tea. I'm not gonna knock them for what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna. That's it's coming off as a hater. You know what I'm saying? But as far as you know, I got no problem with them. I think, you know, what they're doing is cool, but, you know, it just really depends on how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to brainwash the youth and have them, you know, portray what they're doing for the clout, you know what I'm saying, and the likes and the views and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just got to be careful, because sometimes I just feel the artists nowadays, they use the social media to be reckless. You know what I'm saying? That's all I feel. You know what I mean?
100, man. Yeah. I mean, like, I mean, from what I can tell, man, you're a straight shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you see is what you get.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
No games, no gimmicks, and there's a lot of gimmicks right now.
There's
a lot of gimmicks right now.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like that muddies the water of hip hop, or is it like you said, if that's your cup of tea, that's your cup of tea?
That's their cup of tea, man. You know what I'm saying? Because over here, we ain't on no fake shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because we you know, yeah, we just not on that fake ass shit, man.
Real ass dude right here. Real ass dude. Hey, man, remind me again, Dane. Where can we find you? What are your sites? What's your links? What we got?
We all, man, social media, Dame Daniels, Google, Dame Daniels. Yeah, all the above, Dame Daniels. But you know, basically, we're actually having a new venture. I was also gonna put out there as well. We have a new joint venture. Myself, my manager, based in Atlanta, called Any Plug Media. Anybody seeing this? You know, basically, it's a phone app that we're basically using the service for up and coming independent artists, aspiring independent artists. So if y'all got music, man, holla at me, man. So you guys can go ahead and hit that follow button, and you guys can go ahead and you know, shoot me some music, man. We can go ahead and get y'all service, man. So holla at me, man. Any Plug Media, what's up?
Dame Daniels.
What's
man.
up?
Thank you very much, man, for coming through the studio.
It's all good.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.